Okay, listen. I just watched a DSP clip so embarrassing that it made me want to stop playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and get off my ass and come to the living room and plug in the microphone and do this whole thing. This shit is hilarious. I saw only like 4 minutes of it. I'm not going to give you any context. You're going to, for once, he's actually going to give you the context. So don't worry about that. But it was so embarrassing and hilarious that I had to say something about it. I wanted to watch it and react to it and laugh out loud at how despicable this man has become. So let's get into it. This is the Snort Hogan clip. DSP insane cope over Kino Casino snaking him, and Smart Guys being canceled. It's canceled? Question mark? I don't know. We're about to find out. Let's go.
I guess we should talk about the elephant in the room. Insane confusion about the schedule for this week, about drama, and about all this stuff going on. I feel like part of it has nothing to do with me, and part of it has to do with me making a silly, honest mistake. And I guess people have created drama in the last, like, 48 hours, and I couldn't believe.
What a huge surprise. Dark Side Phil, the guy who is never involved in drama, is once again involved in drama. But what hits the hardest this time, what hurts him the most, is that he legit got nothing out of it. Nothing out of it. And it's so great. He's going to tell you why.
Believe it. Like, I came to my stream, and people are like, oh, my God, the schedule and Smart Guys and this and that and this. And I was like, what are you talking about? Okay? So anyway. Here's what's going on. So, as you know, I was on that show, Truth Seekers, on Thursday night, and it was entire thing was a trick, basically, so that Steve could basically make content for my detractors and make a bunch of money, which he has, which is not a shock, right? Like, he's made another stream. The stream made like $1,000, which is exactly what Side Scrollers did. And isn't that exactly what I said he would do on the show when I was on it? I literally said, so you're pulling a Side Scrollers. You're going to do exactly what they did.
This is so hilarious. This is so hilarious. This guy's like, so yeah, so what you're going to do is you're going to embarrass me, and then everybody's going to laugh at me and give you money because they were laughing at it and they had fun. You're going to do that?
Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. And then he went.
I don't know if he even intended for that to happen. It just kind of turned out like that. Fuck yeah. Go fucking make a bunch of money if people like what you did.
Anyway.
Why does Phil make a bunch of money? Because he asked for it. Not because people like what he fucking does.
That's what he does. I mean, he plagiarized.
He's not familiar with the concept.
And now he's plagiarizing the milking of the detractors from Side Scrollers.
Dude, the guy plagiarized the milking of the detractors. That's insane. He plagiarized milking. He stole the milking from us. I cannot forgive him.
Doing exactly what I said he would do to a T. Like, it's like clockwork, actually.
To a T like clockwork. Okay. He stole the milking like clockwork. God damn you, Steven.
But I guess
you're never going to get away with this.
Detractors are so stupid they don't get that. They really are that dense and dumb. They don't understand that they're being milked again. This is the second time. Like, they already saw it happen once and then saw nothing ever came of it. And now they're doing it again with someone else. They're that dumb. A fool and his money are easily parted, I believe is the saying.
Yes, as we all know, Phil is never parted with his money. That's why he's so smart.
Correct. So anyway, that happened. And then, as you know, we did our podcast the next day, and I told you guys, yeah, I got fooled, but I don't really care.
Wait. You got fooled? Well, I get... Dude, it makes sense. The fool and his money are easily fucking whatever that went. Because he's the fool, and he constantly doesn't have money, and he admits he got fooled. There we go, guys. We finally got him. He's been owned.
We're moving on and all of that.
Felted.
Right? So, with all that going on.
Yeah, you can replace fooled with felted. He basically admits he got felted.
Basically, two things happen.
Again, here we have a Hall of Fame level comment by Italian Booze. Italian Booze Cake. That says, truth seekers trying to find truth, but he was looking in the wrong place. They got him again, man. He fell for it again. He got fooled, and his money's gone.
Okay. So he
got scammed.
On the Kino Casino on Friday night, they were having a segment about this at the very beginning, the very top of the show.
Yeah, and now we get into the discussion about Kino Casino, and here it gets... I don't know how else to call it, but gay. in not even like an insulting way, in a purely homosexual way.
Okay.
It's just a factual observation.
And they were basically joking on both sides. They were saying positive things about me, but then taking shots at me. But then they were saying negative things about Steve, but then saying basically what they made a whole drama segment about it, which is what they do, right? And I kind of feel like they're playing both sides on purpose because that's what benefits them, that they get content out of this, right? Like probably that's the point, right? Is that not the point?
That is the point. Yes, indeed.
I feel like that was the whole idea to begin with. So they did that.
But when you think about it, DSP is the only guy they do content on that kind of agrees to do it, to like manufacture content for them. Everyone else, like they make fun of Anissa and iDubbbz, make fun of Review Tech USA, Ethan Ralph. And DSP is the guy that is actually on the leash. He's on the leash.
And then there was just an aside, like a quick line that PP had said, after basically slandering Steve and saying...
Wait, it sounded like he said PP because one of them got cut out.
PP had said...
Yeah, what the PP? That's how I call him, PP.
After basically slandering Steve and saying, oh, he's a jerk and he went rogue, they said, and by the way, Steve, we'll see you on Tuesday, right? And that
great moment.
The end of it.
Everyone got a huge pop on TBS. That was great.
So it was supposed to be like a side reference, like, haha, this whole thing's a joke to begin with. We're still going to be friendly with Steve and everything anyway. So that happened, and immediately people are like, so now we don't know what's really going on, right? So in the meantime, to be clear here, all right, I spoke with PPP about all of this behind the scenes and everything, and everything is moving forward as planned. Like, we're still doing Smart Guys this Tuesday. Everything is fine. Okay. So all that's happening. And then I guess what happened was when I was doing my schedule on Friday night, I completely screwed it up and it's on me. This is me, my mistake.
Oh no, huge mistake from Phil. He forgot to put, that's the drama. He forgot to put Smart Guys on the schedule, so people thought it was canceled because huge drama is going on. And PP snaked him. PP snaked him. I cannot believe this happened.
That's the reason for the real controversy here.
I can't believe this man is like 42 years old and he's getting snaked by people on the internet, and there's spies and infiltrators everywhere. It's like he's living in a fucking fantasy. It's like he's living in a Game of Thrones universe. This guy's life is insane.
Like, I don't think anyone, let's be honest here. Does anyone think that Kino Casino are my best friends? Including me. No. And none of us ever felt that from the beginning, right? The whole idea here, right, is that they get content, but I benefit too. Like, we're all making out in this relationship that we've had ever since August of 2024, right?
Dude, this geezer is in a situationship with two grown-ass men. And you know what the best thing about this is? And actually, I got to this point when it made me want to make this video. And my biggest point is that he's the one who always looks bad. It's always on him. They put him in situations for him to embarrass himself. And he's like, yeah, we still both benefit. God damn it, you're so fucking pathetic.
Like, we're all getting...
He's such a cuck. Massive cuckery.
If that ever, there was no benefit to our relationship of working together.
It's literally, it's like he's having an affair away from his wife. It's like, oh yeah, we both get to benefit. Well, not both. We all three of us get to benefit. He's in a throuple situationship. It's insane.
Like, then we would just stop. Like, what would the point be, right? Okay, so I think this is a weird thing that people are like, yeah, we're best friends behind the scenes, and we're all doing just like, no one ever. I don't think anyone ever had that impression, except maybe the public, for some reason.
This is you should put this on a T-shirt. No one else had this impression but the public. It's just like the public. It's just like everyone. Like, who cares?
And people are like, yeah, we're best friends behind the scenes, and we're all doing just like, no one ever. I don't think anyone ever had that impression, except maybe the public.
What is he even like?
But-
Dude, he's not even making sense within individual sentences anymore. I don't know if he's drinking alcohol or battery acid. I don't fucking know. This guy is fried.
That was never the thing. Like, we were always in a working relationship. I've outright said numerous times, I don't like drama. I don't want to be involved in drama, right? And the flip-flop of that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But they got him involved in so much drama, though. Review Tech USA. Then he had interviews with Keemstar. The June the King thing, that was already happening anyways, but he was more explosive when it was happening. And maybe they had an influence in him actually admitting to the champion stuff. But I don't know. I don't know if I would put money on that in the casino. So yeah, they put him in a bunch of drama. They got him beefing with Ethan Ralph. Remember when Ethan Ralph cut a promo on DSP in black and white? That shit was ridiculous.
they have been glazing me for a long time.
Yes.
Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows they've been glazing me.
That's the point. Isn't that the running joke? I thought that.
Oh, the running joke.
Some people were smart enough to get it, but I guess not. I guess some people just didn't get it, and they thought, you know what I mean? Like, I think people just misinterpret stuff.
But okay, why is it a joke though? Because they call you a king and they call you a great streamer, and you're actually pathetic. Is that why it's a joke? Because it seems like you're going on with the glazing. You know, you're kind of buying into it.
So, with all that going on, and by the way, these impersonators in chat,
Impersonators.
no one gets confused.
Who are they pretending to be?
I made my schedule on Friday night, and I made a mistake when I was hurriedly trying to get this schedule together last
Ah,
night.
this shit is gonna be boring as fuck. I'm speeding it up.
Spend time with my wife. I had put on the schedule that Tuesday is a double new release day. That on the first stream I was going to play Avowed. On the second stream I was going to play Lost Pause, which isn't even the name of the game. The name of the game is Lost Record, so I got the name wrong. Okay.
This gets turbo speed.
I'm trying to rush to get out of here. But anyway, I put guys Tuesday schedule for Wednesday. We're doing Avowed and Lost Pause again, even though it's Lost Records. Okay. So I put all that out, and that was it. And I had my day off. I didn't think anything of it whatsoever. Like, I had no afterthoughts about nothing. And then
This is yet another. I have to commend him for this, for how much he values everybody's time. This is yet another 20-minute segment that should have been a 3-minute segment.
I literally had no clue what was going on, and I come on stream this
This guy is the fucking Ubisoft of streamers.
morning, and I start to set up the streams, and everyone in Kick Chat is gossiping like a bunch of little, teenage girls in high school. And I said, "What are you?"
But isn't also what you do with your boys at the casino? Isn't that what their whole show is about? Gossiping about drama? And you like them a lot, and you were on their show, and you like going on there? Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is.
You guys like what's
Which, there's no shame in that. Just kind of admit to it.
going on? And they're like, "Oh my god!" So, so Steve did another stream.
And literally, his own fucking show is a gossip drama show. Because sometimes he would look at chat and be like, "Oh, people are saying that Wings of Redemption is fat, and Boogie is fat too. I don't know about these guys, man. I lost a lot of weight."
About you, which I expected, so I don't really care, right? I kind of knew that was going to happen. And then the casino,
The casino.
or is the casino snaking Steve? Are they going to felt Steve?
They're gonna felt Steve. This is like the fucking mafia, man. It's like I'm watching The Sopranos. It's like I'm watching The Wire. Oh my god, are they gonna felt? Are they gonna felt him? I think they're gonna felt him, dude. Oh man.
And smart guy.
It's over.
Cancel.
This is the season
Or
finale.
is Steve going to be on the casino on Tuesday, or smart guys happening? I was like, what on earth are you guys talking about? Like, I literally was disconnected from all of this on my day off.
Of course, Phil never knows anything about anything, ever. He finds everything because someone tells him, and he blindly believes it because it benefits him and it validates what he wants to believe.
And I'm trying to get caught up. I was like, I have no clue what anyone's talking about. And they're like, yeah, didn't you check? What about your schedule? I said, what do you mean? So I went and I looked at my schedule, and I realized I had not put Smart Guys on the schedule. And that was actually my mistake. It wasn't
Oh my god, you guys, DSP made a mistake.
at all. Like, I think this might be
He's a fallible human.
situation
Leave him
where
alone.
a silly, honest mistake just
He's
has
just a fallible human.
timing. So now people misinterpret it to be something that's not. So people were interpreting it that because Smart Guys wasn't on the schedule, that Smart Guys has been canceled, that Steve is going to be on Kino Casino on a special Tuesday appearance, despite the fact that Kino Casino don't broadcast on Tuesdays. And all these like assumptions were made based on me screwing up the schedule. All right. Allow me to tell you guys from my perspective.
Oh, now we're gonna get Phil's perspective. It took him 8 minutes to get to his opinion on what is going on, even though he gave it already at least 3 or 4 times.
All right. Number one, I'm under no impression whatsoever that the guys from Kino Casino are my best friends. All right. Like I said, we've had a working relationship where we've made content together and it's worked. Okay.
But I mean, other people in their working relationships are a lot more positive. They don't get fun of they don't get made fun of one of the people in the relationship unless it's like a part of it.
So there you have it. And we're going to continue to do that as long as it still works. And if at any point either side says, this ain't working.
Or at least it's like mutual. He never does anything to them. He never says anything about them, anything bad. He didn't say anything about anything. He's always been positive or neutral towards them. It's like, damn, they fucking cook you all the time and they make you look bad. And they put you in cringe situations where your trolls are happy.
And the content isn't good. It's not benefiting us.
What a prostitute.
Right? Like, I'll be honest, for example, the last couple of times that I appeared on Kino Casino, all right, months and months ago, I don't think they benefited either side. I don't think they got a boost or any interest out of it, and I don't think I got a boost or any interest out of it. Certainly, I wasn't making any money or anything from it. So, if you haven't noticed, I wasn't on the casino for the longest time, and that's intentional.
Oh yeah, because there's no clout in money. Thanks for letting us know that this whole relationship is artificial.
If there was a reason for me to go
like
back,
he's literally just admitting, I do this for clout and money and to make content with people that can get me views.
If something was going on and if there was actually...
It's like, damn, you can at least say that they're fun guys to hang out with. You can say that. Why don't you just at least like start up with that? And you'd be like, well, I like the guys. It's really cool hanging out, but for like most of the relationship is based on mutual benefit. You can say that in a less way, like sounding like a DSP,
like a topic. Then
this guy got me completely befuddled. I'm using words I've never used before.
But people asked me for the long time, would you be on?
I'm getting tongue twisted and tongue tied.
Tried it, it wasn't working. It was getting boring, was it not? So that's why we cooled it down, which is what you do, right?
We cool it down.
So, yeah, like in my opinion, moving forward, there's a working relationship. Sometimes when we make content together, it works and it's interesting, right? I mean, I think Smart Guys is working. I think it's a show that, even though it doesn't have a giant audience, it has an audience that's building, that enjoy wrestling commentary. I'm enjoying getting back into wrestling again. The show.
No, I think Triple P is intentionally making the show so outsiders wouldn't like it, because there's too many inside references to DSP that are scattered throughout the whole show. So even if they talk about wrestling, they would say something about WWE champions or fucking Hulk Hogan's PNGs or something. You know, they would mention it. So if you're an outsider, there's so many wrestling shows. Like, I can't even count them. I don't even count that high. There's so many wrestling shows you would rather watch than this. This is only if you know about Kino Casino or DSP.
Always finding a little bit,
and you actually care about this.
Bit of traction. It might get more traction if we stick with it, and if we find what it needs to be. Because we've tried a couple different formulas, right? We tried it, just being wrestling. We tried it being drama. We tried a combination of the two. I think we're gonna eventually reach that perfect mix where things are gonna go well. Oh, really? People are saying their kick is not working, guys. If kick is not working, it's working for me. Like, I can see your messages. I can see Chimchar. I can see Yavanna.
Yeah, okay, this gets a skip.
But is that entertaining? Like I said, I think the first couple appearances that I had on the show worked really well because it was me being exposed to a new audience, that audience being exposed to me for the first time. But after doing it a few times, like, I'll be honest, I think when I appeared in October and the whole idea was that we were all going to dress up like Ghostbusters and we were going to do this show kind of felting Ralph, Ethan Ralph, and all of that, it just kind of fell apart because at the same time the Review Tech drama was happening with him breaking down and deleting his channel and all that shit. So because everything happened at once, it kind of lost momentum of the idea that we had. And when I appeared on the show, it was very disjointed. Like we didn't really know where to go with it. And on top of that, I mean, I'm not even going to lie to you. Earlier that day, do you remember I had done DSP tries at Taco Bell?
And okay, oh no.
Killing my guts.
Yeah, okay. Get out of
So I was
here.
sitting there on the show.
No, you could have just gone to the bathroom. You could have just done that. Come on. We don't need fucking excuses like this. You can just say it was boring.
Loaded as hell.
No one expects anything with Dark Side Phil to be entertaining because of Dark Side Phil intentionally trying to be entertaining. Like he was back then.
Trying to be entertaining, and it did not work. Seriously, like I know it didn't work. Like that appearance was kind of a bust. And then after that, they wanted me to be on for the politics show. And I was like,
oh, he couldn't do that. He couldn't do that. There's no way he was going to do that. Because, you know, they would put him on the spot as like, DSP, what do you think about abortion? And then Andy would be like, whoa, yeah. Yeah, Phil. Tell him about the aborted babies. And yeah, it would have been super cringe.
sure. Because I really don't.
I think abortion is like I don't know, man. Like sometimes I think I'm like right in the middle. I think the baby should not be aborted, but maybe it should. Okay.
Think like that last appearance worked, you know, but they really, really wanted me to be on the politics show. So I went on there, and I think that went all right. But the problem was, I wasn't going to clear my whole schedule to be there all night for the politics show. So I showed up for 45 minutes when Trump was in the process of being elected. And I think that worked for the short blip that it was. I think it did actually work. It was entertaining. But after that, we just didn't really have many or any ideas of stuff to do on either end. Like if I had come up with a good idea.
I mean, DSP has no ideas of stuff to do. All of the stuff he does is recycled former ideas from old stuff that he's done that was someone in chat's idea or current ideas from someone in chat. And mostly is limited to him playing a video game or eating food. And this is just not interesting. So he really had nothing to offer to the table.
Would have presented it to them too, but so it is what it is, right? And then when Smart Guys presented itself as an idea and we started working on it, I was like, oh, this was working, so let's roll with this, right? So that's how it works. I hope this makes sense to everyone. Okay, I mean it's logic, right? When you talk about it this way, it makes sense. You realize there's not secret dealings and plannings and snakings and all kinds of crap behind the deal.
No, the funny thing is it's all out in the open. That's why it's so funny that they're straight up telling you to your face, Phil, you're a fucking loser and you're a beggar, you scam your dents and your fans are retards. They're telling you this, but by saying not in front of it and laughing after they say it. It's literal sarcasm. And he just takes it like a bitch because it gets him like a couple of $100 extra. And I guess that's what integrity is worth. Not that he ever had any. I'm not really questioning him on that. But still, it's nice to get it verified.
It's never happened. It's just do some work together from time to time and it works out or it doesn't, right? There were stretches of time I didn't talk to them for a while, and there was sometimes when we would talk a lot because we're involved in stuff. You know what I mean? Anyway, so all this going on this week, it all went down this way. And, from my perspective, after talking to PPP, we're going to move forward with our content. All right. We're going to do Smart Guys. It's going to keep going. And all that is fine. I 100% confirmed with PPP that we're doing Smart Guys on Tuesday. Okay. And I confirmed that, moving forward.
Yeah, they can't stop doing it now. Because now PPP can really go harder into it. Because now it's fucking obvious that they're faking their enjoyment of him, let's say it. And not that it wasn't obvious earlier, but now it's like he acknowledges that.
It was kind of,
And I want to see how hard it can go before it breaks.
They're going to keep joking about everything. They're going to joke about me. They're going to joke about...
And then one day people in his chat are going to be like, oh, Phil, PPP made you look real bad there, buddy. And then he's going to be like, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. And this whole time, he's going to be shrinking and shrinking. And eventually, he's going to turn into a corn cob.
I mean, that's what they do. They're a drama commentary show, right? This is what that's their content. So they're going to bring it up. They're going to be doing that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm okay with that. I've already told you guys, they can say whatever they want about me. They literally went out of their way last year to be nice to me, and it helped me out a ton. You know, like, okay, I'll be dead honest with all of you, right?
Okay, now he's about to lie.
I think people need more.
Now we're about to lie. He has a lying announcement. When he does this, he's having a lying announcement. Especially if he looks like this and the snort sacks are this bloated. This is it. I've studied this specimen long enough. I know the look. I know his physiognomy.
Like literally right now, if Kino Casino came out with a statement and says, from now on, we're just going to felt Phil. We've had enough of being nice to him. It's not working. And now we just want to make fun of him constantly. I'd be like, good luck in the future.
What do you mean? What do you mean good luck in the future? They're announcing that they're going to make fun of you in that you're trash. What do you mean you're going to say good luck in the future? How much of a fucking cuck are you, dude? What?
Everything you did up to now, but you know, that's the route.
This is insane, man.
To a feud with them.
Why not? Just have a fake wrestling feud. And you can culminate it on like separate episodes of Smart Guys. Legit, you can just do that. But that would take for Phil to actually be creative and funny and roast them. And that's not going to work because he's a jobber.
Do that.
He's the guy that comes out in the Royal Rumble just so he can have the comedy moment and get eliminated in a hilarious way. Like somebody picks him up and throws him right out 3 seconds after he came in the ring. That's the type of guy he is.
Right? You guys don't want that kind of content. I don't want that kind of content. So more power to them if they...
But Phil didn't care about what you guys wanted to see when he first got in bed with the Kino. He didn't do that. He didn't care. He immediately went after Review Tech USA, Ethan Ralph, all those people, when poor Jade was sitting there in chat and crying and saying, I not enjoy this. I no like this. What did Phil think? Fuck Jade. That's what he said. No, he didn't actually say that, but he was thinking that, I can assure you. Like I said, I've been studying him.
Turn me into just one of their lolcow subjects for their show moving forward or whatever, so be it. Not a big deal. Seriously, like, I just don't care. Do I really care about Steve either? No, I don't care about any of this. I personally.
But you've been talking about it for so long. Why do you not care?
Don't benefit.
I can say I cared about this segment because I literally got up and made a video about it. So, yeah, I do.
From this at all. If you haven't noticed, like a lot of people are, oh, all this drama, Phil will benefit. What? Actually? What actually?
Who gets the lean? Who gets violated?
I could benefit out.
Oh, I didn't see that.
To be frank.
Well, you literally said what you can benefit out of all of this. Your association with them gets you extra money and views and clout. And when it doesn't work, you stop doing it. Like literally. You just said that like 5 minutes ago.
Like, really? What exactly do you think is going to come from any of it that would benefit me? Right? I didn't even make anything extra on Friday. You might say, oh, you made your goals. Well, I made my goals and there was one extra goal. But at the same time, I ended up doing like a...
Oh no, he measures his whole life in fucking tips goals, man. This guy is completely cooked. Completely cooked. When in any moment, the first thing you can think of is a money goal, you're cooked.
A super long podcast I didn't even want to do, right? I didn't want to have anything to do with that, okay?
Oh, you didn't want to have anything to do with that? Then don't go on it. Why did you go? Why did he go, actually? Oh, take a felted sip. That was a felted sip because you could hear the slurp. Very felted right now.
Have anything to do with that, okay?
Incredibly felted. Look at this. 2 slurps and a lip smack. This guy is going crazy. He's insane.
Yeah, listen.
This is almost the most recorded cases of slurps and lip smacks in a row in recorded history since the dawn of pigstory.
One content comes out of it that I like and I'll benefit from, I'll keep doing it. And if not, and they want to move on and and basically turn the whole thing into a 3-ring circus of drama so they benefit, they could do that, and I don't really care.
But everyone knows they could do that because they are the ones that have power over you and you're the cuck. Like, they dominate you and you're the submissive one. Like, we've established this because it's like a gay threesome situationship. Just watch the first part of this video if you don't get
I
it.
think people want me to like explode and respond and say, "Oh my god, I'm so upset. I've been snaked and this and that," and it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? I just don't care. I've got, like I said, I'm so busy right now. I will be so busy.
He didn't care in so many other situations. Let's go down memory lane and think of all the situations where he didn't care. He didn't care about Keemstar in any instance of them meeting anywhere and at any point. He never cared about Keemstar. He didn't care about LTG when he got in a beef with him. He didn't care about Stuttering Craig, and he definitely didn't care about Adam Krigler. He didn't care about Machinima. He didn't care about the Argentinian memberships. Yeah. He didn't care about the WWE Champions meme that everyone was lying about. He didn't care about that the most. So DSP, not a care in the world. Chillest guy ever.
Okay, moving forward with all this stuff that I don't really care. I'm going to have games to play. We're going to have all this stuff going on the next few months. Finally, gaming's going to pick up, right? I'm actually going to have an awesome setup to cover all the new stuff. For the first time ever, I will actually be up on everything, okay? So, yeah, I don't care, all right? So it's just funny to me. So I made a mistake. I made a typo on my schedule, right? Because I was like in a rush to get out of here so I could have time with my family. And I basically get, I
okay.
inadvertently created this like drama over the weekend, I guess.
Yeah, because everything you fucking do creates drama.
No.
Because you literally do. Like, what do you
Because I made
mean?
a typo on my schedule. Do you see how silly?
No, it's not because he made a typo in the schedule. It's because the guy that he does the show with is shitting on him on his fucking show. Well, that's why.
How stupid.
It's not because the typo in the schedule.
But it is to me. It's hard for me to even care about any of this shit.
Then don't.
It's just so dumb.
You've been caring for like 17 minutes. Stop caring.
But
Don't care.
some people love
It's
it.
so easy.
People on the internet love their drama.
Yeah, especially when you've made so much of it.
It really sucks because I don't care about you. As you know, I'm not this kind of person. I don't watch reality TV outside
Because you are in a reality TV. Why would you watch others?
of like silly competition shows and stuff like that. Like I've never watched The Real World. I never watched the Kardashians and shit like that.
Why would you watch the Kardashians? You're a middle-aged man.
I don't watch Real Housewives.
I mean, yeah, there's some of them are hot, but I'm not really into plastic surgery.
You know what I mean? I don't watch any of that stuff. I actually hate it. Like,
Oh, he hates it.
I can't take it. I think it's ultra cringe. And it seems like everyone on the internet is desperate to create their own internet drama stuff and get their piece of the pie. And then they've rolled me in over the years. And
No, it's because all of them care and they put so much effort into having shitty fucking fake beefs. And yes, some of them make a lot of money. The KSI Logan Paul fake beef made a lot of money, but that shit appeals to kids. And DSP is so special because he's effortless in creating these situations. For him, it's just nature because that's who he is. He's just the guy that creates drama because he's just such a huge bitch. And that's why it's so funny.
this drama sphere completely against my will. Like I never.
Because all those reality shows have producers that get to dictate the pacing of the episode or pretty much what gets to happen and what kind of situations the people are put in so things can happen. And this guy, he's fucking free. He's a wild animal.
Wanted to be involved in any of it, right? I don't.
And you never know if today he's going to be talking shit about the FGC and some guy from the FGC is going to tell him to eat a dick, or he's going to talk about Keemstar and Keemstar is going to tell him to eat a dick. But what's guaranteed is that someone at some point is going to tell him to eat a dick and get fucked.
Now, I'll play the game when it makes sense. And I'll play the game when it benefits people. You know what I mean? If it benefits me or if it benefits others or whatever, but I'm not going to be constantly involved in it because I just don't give a shit. And some people would say, well, you see, you squandered your chance because you had your chance in the fall. Everyone was interested in you because of this new take on you and everything.
Chance for what, though? Chance for what? He did everything he could to get more clout, and it just simply didn't work because he's boring. And the only people that get enjoyment out of him are outside of, you know, his fans, you already know, is people that fucking watch him for the wrong reasons. Literally. When he tries to be funny and entertaining and insightful and interesting, he just not. And you can't change that. Well, I guess you can, but he specifically can't. It's too late.
Doing drama content, which
we're
is
locked in
and fully invested yourself in it, you went back to video games. It's like I didn't go back to video games. I never left video games because that's where my content lies and always will. That'll always be the core. I'm not saying that moving forward I won't change to do more things because I want to. If you haven't noticed, I have absolutely expressed the last several years I want to be taken seriously as a podcaster because I know that playing games all day.
That's a nightmare. Okay, to be a successful podcaster, you kind of have to do stuff in life. You have to have stuff to talk about. You can't just talk about, well, I guess you can have gaming podcasts and talk about gaming, sure. And there's other topics that you can talk about, but not Phil. Like, don't take this as me trying to decide what's a podcast, what's not. But he just doesn't do enough to have an actual productive show on pretty much any topic because he's just so limited. It's so limited.
Right? I think we all know that, right?
And he's also too dependent on his fan base to have real opinions. He isn't really allowed to have an opinion that's kind of I guess a hot take, because some pay pig can get pissed off and leave, and then he's begging for fucking tips again. You know, that's just how it works. He can't afford to actually have a real show because he is DSP.
So there you go. So I want to do a podcast every day that people tune in like. And I think that I've done a pretty good job with that over the last couple of years. Doing this show and doing more with it. And I hope that you guys like what the show has become at this point and will continue to.
What has it actually become? I haven't watched a full episode in quotations of the podcast in quotations for a long time now. I don't even know what it has become, because as far as I've seen, it really has no structure. It's kind of like showing up, talking about the first thing that comes to mind, most likely begging for money, then just doing a bunch of quote-unquote Q&A, which is just sitting there and occasionally starting to talk about a topic that ends up talking about money and how he needs it and how it would be cool if you hit the goal. And if you already hit the goal, it would be cool if you double the goal. And if you double the goal, it would be cool if you triple the goal, and so on and so forth. It's just infinite.
Proven things like that, you know what I mean? So there you go.
There you go.
That's number one, okay? But yeah, like I don't really care about any of this. I'm not, you see, I'm just, to me, I actually am legit bored with drama. I'm legitimately bored.
No, I think it just stopped being profitable, and that's it. And he is, by saying this, oh, I'm bored, I'm this, I'm that, he's going to try and distance himself from Kino Casino because it's just not profitable anymore, because he's legitimately too trash to hold down any kind of a viewership that isn't DSP fans. You know what I mean?
To me, it's the least interesting.
Just actually incapable, and he's getting worse. The content is getting worse by the day.
Said about, because every
legit
moment, someone's gonna do a new video, someone's gonna say something horrible. You know what I mean? Every single moment.
What a new video, though. It's like he's acting like he never does anything, and people just constantly keep making videos on things that happened in 2016. Like, people are constantly making videos about Panda Lee. And he's like, oh my God, they made another video about Panda Lee. No, he just constantly does weird shit like this clip that makes people make videos. Like this video. Or like, well, Snort Hogan's video. Which is this clip. It has layers to this. There's layers to this game. It's so complex.
I just do it, so I don't care.
Like I told you, I've studied this.
They've pulled me into their...
I got a PhD. I got an ACE certificate in pigology.
We're gonna let go, but it doesn't mean that I have to play their game, right? At all. So I don't care.
He doesn't care. And that's the bottom line, because this fat retard said so. So anyways, before we leave, I want to tell you why I decided to make this video. Because I watched Broside Phil. And what was her name? I don't fucking know. It's going to show up. This video, LeAnn's Revenge. This shit is some of the most entertaining shit that I've watched as a detractor. No, we're busy. This is the phone call with this detractor, Broside Phil. If you don't know, go and watch this video. And this is a phone call between him and the police officer that DSP got in contact with when he had his fucking identity theft shit. And she remembers him, and she says some very funny things. And also, this is a master class in soft skills and how to talk over the phone. Because this guy earned her respect and trust within 30 seconds. And then you knew she was going to talk for as long as he wanted. And then the funniest shit happens even after the call when they're just shooting the shit. So fantastic video. Go watch it and like it and whatever. And yeah, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this. I guess it would be called like a stream segment from a non-existent stream. It's a secret stream. You can find it on the Patreon. Make sure to be a pay pig or something. I'm joking. There isn't a Patreon. Not yet. Why not? Drop a like if you want a Patreon. Subscribe if you are something. And keep it sway, keep it flat, and Yong out.